What up? Top of the top. What's popping? What's cracking? What's good? We got some things to talk about today once again. Salute to the family. Good morning. I see y'all. What up? Get that money. What up, bro? Allen always in the building, first to arrive. And today I'm going to be talking about some serious things, you know what I'm saying? Because things are getting very, very real out here. Jay Marvelous, what up, Brody? I see you up early, you probably up in that gym, you know what I'm saying? We got some things to talk about this morning, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to hold y'all, I'm about to get to the business. You know what I'm saying? It's the 4N0FAME Prime Time episode 76, aka the 4N0FAME live show. 341 warrants have been issued since December 13th. And this, I'm talking about in Memphis, for those who don't know, in Memphis, 341 arrest warrants have been issued. And all of this has been going on since the death of young Dolph. And you got to understand, when the warrants get released, people going to start talking and people going to get to telling. What up, Wax Dog? Salute, bro. So we recently have heard about the man that's on that's wanted for the alleged death of young Dolph. And I'm going to get into how a lot of this stuff is playing out, you know what I'm saying? But what a lot of people did not know, that Memphis had an operation going on, you know what I'm saying, called Operation Hide and Seek. And they have arrested 341 individuals under this task force operation. And during this task force operation, a lot of people got the telling. So allegedly, it's an individual wanted. And I'm also going to be talking about that, about the individual that is wanted in the death of young Dolph. But first, I'm going to start with the 341 people that's been arrested. You know what I'm saying? And they say the U.S. Marshals, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, they all have been working together and trying to clean up Memphis ever since Memphis has been on the warpath. They've been going ham. For those that know, Memphis already had some of the highest murders in the city. And they have locked up 341 individuals. And they did it very, very quietly, because a lot of people did not know what was going on around the world. And it was called Operation Hide and Seek. Now, anybody that know about the new world and how things work, what actually has been going on, but really what they've been doing, they've been letting a lot of things go on and transpire, because it's better for them to lock everybody up at one time. And that's how they could put a bigger dent in crime, instead of locking up 10 and then 20 go on the run. And, you know, they like to let everybody do their thing, and then they rock them to sleep. They get all the information they need, so they feel like the case is sealed. Then they come get them all. And in my opinion, this is also the new form of putting people on the slave ships. Like you heard about how, and you know, back in the day when they was rounding people up, you know, they used to round them up all at a time. They'll try to get 300 people, put them on a ship. That they'll try to get however many numbers that could fit on the ship. Well, this is like the 2022 version, where they wait till they can get 300 people on one indictment or various indictments and lock them all up at one time. And that's how you take chunks out of the community. You know what I'm saying? This is a technique they've been using it, but they're going to be using this technique faster and more frequently as time go on. We just spoke about how the 17-man indictment happened in New York City the other day. But in Memphis, since December, 341 individuals have been arrested. and it was called Operation Hide and Seek. And I want to say shout out to the person that sent me this on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? But this was not even national news for real. And this happened 2 weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, the ongoing investigation. So for those that know about crime and you know about the law, part of why they like to get people on them indictments, and they'll snatch up your mother, your grandmother, your cousin, they snatch everybody up. They feel like got their hands in something because this is how they squeeze everybody for information, and they get information. And out of this sweep they did on the 341 individuals, this is how they so-called got the information on the individual that so-called took out young Dolph, allegedly. Because you got to remember, all this is alleged. You dig? So I'm going to get into that next. The U.S. Marshals, the Memphis Police Department, and Crime Stoppers, and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations have identified 23-year-old Justin Johnson as young Dolph's murder suspect, allegedly, and have issued a warrant for his arrest. And he also has a warrant for violating his supervised federal release. So he was on federal probation, supervised release, and he bucked on that as well. He's also wanted for that. And he had an open weapons charge, you dig? Or I say he was released on a weapons charge. He was on, federal probation, a weapons charge. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was he was a worker that didn't comply. He went on a run and they looking for him. I don't know. This all alleged, but the U.S. Marshals are offering up to $10,000. The Memphis Police Department and Crime Stoppers are offering $2,500. The Bureau of Investigations are offering up $2,500. So altogether, it is $15,000 put up for this man's arrest. You dig? And they looking for him. Johnson is wanted for first-degree murder, criminal attempt, first-degree attempted murder as well, and the theft of property worth $10,000 to $60,000. So let me get into this real quick. Let me give some type of breakdown to this. First of all, right, he is the alleged killer. It is not said that he is the killer. He's the alleged killer. Meaning when people got locked up, somebody put his name in this situation. Now we also know we seen 2 people on that camera as well, but for some reason it's only one person they looking for. But we know that anybody know that, when you're dealing with indictments or people getting arrested, it's easy for anybody to say your name. Your ops could say you did something you ain't even do. So I'm gonna say this again, you know what I'm saying? That people need to be smart when they put information out. This is not to knock nobody, but this individual, he's on the run. He has not been arrested, and it is not a proven fact that he is the killer of young Dolph. He is the #1 suspect in the case, and they're looking for him because he's on the run from the U.S. Marshals and the Bureau of Investigations, the FBI. You know what I'm saying? He has not been complying with his supervised probation. So therefore, they're looking for him right now, and they put money up on his head. But I want y'all to understand one thing, how I'm reporting the news and information. That's why I'm telling you all this is alleged. But like I told y'all before, a lot of individuals to hop on a story, they start acting like they work for law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? They get to posting up pictures. They start saying the killer is wanted. And when I read the report, it says he is an alleged suspect in the situation of young Dolph, but he is wanted for violating the Bureau of Investigation supervised probation. You know what I'm saying? Because he was on federal release on a weapons charge, and he's actually wanted for that as well. But that's the main thing he was wanted for, you know what I'm saying, for not complying. And also they threw the murder of young Dolph on him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying all this is alleged. We don't know yet, but he is wanted. He's the #1 suspect, and he's on a run. And you got to understand what I told you. Not only is the U.S. Marshals offering a bag, the Memphis Police Department and what? Crime Stoppers. See, Crime Stoppers, that's the tip hotline. You dig? So they got all outlets of people telling. And you got to understand, when you got people trying to tell for money, you got people that'll make anything up. So I heard that this dude was a rapper by the name of Straight Drop. You know what I'm saying? I also saw a picture of him and Young Dolph together, or should I say Young Dolph, I guess he was performing and he was in the background at one of his shows. I don't know the affiliation. I don't know about none of that, but I know he was known to be around Young Dolph, things of that nature. But one thing we got to understand, this man is the alleged shooter. He is a suspect, an alleged suspect. Not saying he is the killer. See, it's a difference when you say somebody is a killer and you say they're the alleged suspect. But I see a lot of people saying that this boy is the killer of Young Dolph. And it has to be proven in a court of law. Once again, I'm going to say that. And I'm only saying that because a lot of people, they be trying to do work for law enforcement and they don't even know what they're doing. Y'all be putting yourself out here posting pictures of wanted men on the internet like you work for Crime Stoppers. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to report on it correctly, but you're not supposed to be posting pictures up and saying this is the killer and he's wanted right now, and then you're talking all this information, but you're not going into detail about what's really going on. So for those that didn't hear me, I'm going to say it again. The U.S. Marshals, the Memphis Police Department, Crime Stoppers, and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation have identified 23-year-old Justin Johnson as Young Dolph's murder suspect and have issued an arrest warrant, and he also has a warrant for violating his supervised federal release on weapons charges. So you get it? That's what he's wanted for. It's not a fact that he's the killer. He's the alleged suspect in the case, you know, because anybody can say your name in a situation. And I did say they're not going to catch Young Dolph's killer. They're not going to find him. I said it's going to be like Blue's Clues. But now what I did not know, to which I will correct myself, it was a 341-man indictment previously to this man being on a run. And when you start snatching up 341 people and they facing a lot of time, somebody gonna get this telling stories, making up stories, or whatever the situation. Out of 341, all they need is one person to get the telling or make up a good story to get out of jail. And that's how this works. Because we also have to remember, when we seen that shooting, or we seen that footage, it was two people that did that shooting. So we don't know who was who. They had on masks. We don't know which one was which. And we don't know who the other so-called dude is, because they saying it's just one dude they looking for. So we don't know about none of this. All we can do is pay attention. But it's not our job to try to be law enforcement, because we don't get paid to do that job. We don't have the proper training. We ain't go to school. We don't know about none of that. So all you can do is report on the story and say alleged. Because I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people trying to get that $15,000 reward for this man arrest, and they're going to say anything. So that's all I'm saying. I've seen people saying he's stupid, he threw his life away. He is a suspect. People are quick to say somebody threw their life away when they don't even know the ins and outs of what's going on. And you get charged as being guilty in a court of public opinion before you even deal with the situation. And the only reason why I'm speaking on this, because I might personally know about situations like this where people, they get locked up and they lie on people. They put charges on people that's not even real. And then as time go on, the case gets dropped or the case get closed, and they find out the person they was lying on, he ain't even the one that did it. But some people never been in that situation, so they don't know. They just talk. But I'm not saying he's not guilty. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying all this is alleged. He is an alleged suspect. Know the difference between a suspect and a person who did it. That's all I'm saying, man. Salute to the chat. But 341 people have been arrested in an operation called Hide and Seek in Memphis, Tennessee. And they also said that Memphis is a tourist place and they're going to be cleaning up Memphis. And they said that these type of crimes will not be going on no more in Memphis. For those that know, that is the home of First 48. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing new about people getting slaughtered in the Memphis streets. There ain't nothing new about that. And they do go by code out there of not telling. So that's what's been hard for them to solve a lot of cases as far as majority. But now, under this 341-man warrant, warrant indictment arrest, meaning they locked up 341 people on the secret indictments, things of that nature. People gonna get to telling, and they gonna tell on a whole lot of stuff. And I told y'all this gonna happen in the last day. Due to 5G technology, tracking and tracing, informants, so-called gangsters telling, neighborhood watch, nonprofit organizations, everybody's going to be giving up information because some people do want to change in their community. You understand? And some people that live a life of crime, they're not going to be able to do that time. Even though they're going to do the most shooting, they're going to be talking the most gangster. When it comes down to it, they're going to be telling. And a lot of the telling they're going to be doing is going to be consistent of lies and truth. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So we're going to pay attention to this whole situation, and we're going to see how this play out. But I wanted people to understand the main thing is it was a 341, warrant arrest. They had 341 warrants they issued in the past 2 weeks in a secret operation called hide and seek. So they already gave out the indictments before the new year. They was already locking people up. And up until yesterday, they got the information on how this individual by the name of Justin Johnson is a suspect in young Dolph's murder. And I'm going to say it again. He also has a warrant for violating supervised federal release. So this boy they looking for, this young man they looking for, he was already on federal probation. And he did not comply with it. So that's why they also looking for him. So they're not just looking for him for young Dolph. They're looking for him for various reasons. Somebody could have lied on him. He could be a suspect, and they just want to catch him so he could tell who really did it. That's how this thing works. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I'm going to say rest in peace to young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? And this is still an open case, and we don't know what's going on because we are not detectives. You know what I'm saying? So all this is alleged information. But one thing that is for sure, they did lock up 341 people in a sweep around Memphis within the past 2 weeks. Those are facts. Salute to the chat once again. I see everybody that pulled up. Fresh ain't dead. Valley Girl, what's up, Valley Girl? I see you talking with Tommy D. You know what I'm saying? We're going to breeze through this right here because we got to understand, man. I told y'all this is going to keep happening, man. It's going to keep being indictment sweeping. When you look up about a year or two from now, man, these hoods going to be empty. They're going to be regentrified. Your whole hood going to be remixed. Your whole neighborhood, your city going to be remixed because you got to understand one thing. Y'all keep forgetting. People keep forgetting, right? They already got people in place to replace people. They already got people in place. See, I'm going to say it again. Y'all forgot about the hundreds of thousands of people that came over here from Afghanistan. A lot of them, y'all don't even know they got people staying in free Airbnbs right now as we speak. They're getting public assistance. They're all complying with the vaccination. You've seen a lot of people come from Haiti to Texas. A whole lot of people that came into the country. A lot of them I seen them getting new clothes, new products. They are being taken care of. They're getting finance. They're getting finances. They're getting assistance. They're also complying with the vax. It's been many other people that's been coming in, getting situated, and they just waiting. They're getting Americanized. They're learning the way. And a lot of these people are going to be moving into your neighborhood, taking over the jobs and doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not hating. I don't got nothing to say about it, but I know what's going on. It's going to be a game of musical chairs. And when you look up in your hood, your city, you're going to start seeing a whole lot of people that you don't even know. And I know this for a fact. Know why I know? Because over the holiday, I went to go visit my mom's crib. You see what I'm saying? And my mom's, they moved, the apartment complex she live in. It was just built, like 2014. It was just built not too long ago. And when she first moved out there, it was just black and white people. You know what I'm saying? But since she been out there, a lot of people have been moving out and people been moving in. So when I was out there the other day, upstairs, it looked like I seen some individuals that was coming downstairs, and they looked like they was of like a I would say an Arabic descent. You know, I'm not dealing with race or nothing like that for YouTube. I'm not race slandering. I'm just trying to break it down. You feel me? Her upstairs neighbors, they was looking like they was from a Middle East descent. I seen some people taking out the trash, and they looked like they was from an Asian descent. And I know for a fact they was not out there. Also, her rent is going up. So I'm seeing it with my own eyes on how it's some changes being made. Not by force, it's by choice. Certain people are moving out, certain people are getting taken out, and then certain people are moving in. And this is going to happen everywhere. You feel me? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's already people in position to live the American dream, because they feel like if you don't want to live it, it's somebody else going to want to live the American dream. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you got to get in where you fit in. You got to make the choice on what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You want to, you know what I'm saying? It's all up to you. But you're going to see how people going to be getting snatched up. People going to be on the street in poverty. And it's all going to be by choice. That's all I'm saying. So when we see 341 dudes get arrested on a warrant, and they're going to get to telling on 300 more dudes, and they're going to tell on 300, you see how this thing go? They all going to be up out of there eventually. That's how this thing works. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when you start speaking that truth, you always going to have a bot come in the chat. Get that bot up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't got time to play today. Anyway. You know what I'm saying? Next, according to Whack 100, he posted on Instagram that DJ K Slay is currently in the hospital battling with COVID-19. Now, we heard this story last night. We was on Grown Man Talker. Somebody told me and my man P about this situation. And we gave our condolences and our blessings to K Slay. But my point is this. I did not know that Whack 100 is the one that broke the story and posted it on Instagram first. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because we know Whack 100 is a clout chaser. We know he's a so-called manager, but he always got the most to say. I thought managers played a background, handle business, but he, for some reason, in my eyes, he's a troll. I've been telling you he was a troll months ago, and he's a troublemaker, and he loved drama. But my point is this about Whack 100. He posted on Instagram that DJ K Slay is currently in the hospital battling COVID-19. But Whack said, this is what he said. He said, prayers for my brother. It's not looking good. He might be mad at me for this, but he needs all the support he can get. He's been in the hospital for 14 days fighting C-19, and he's just been put on a ventilator. Keep him in your prayers, please. Now we got to look at this. If you said this man might be mad at you, why you put his business in the street when nobody told you to do that? That man got family. He might not want the world to see him in that situation or know he's in a situation of illness, because everybody that knows K Slay is a strong dude. My point is, strong people don't like people to know that they're being vulnerable or they dealing with weakness or sickness. And my point is this. It was his family business or his choice to put his information out there. But Whack 100, the clout chaser, he want to put K Slay on blast and say that he's in the hospital for 14 days and he about to be put on a ventilator. But my point is, the key thing he said, he might be mad at me after this. So if you know he might be mad at you, why would you do it? I'm showing you, man. Is it because they on your neck about wearing that police uniform that you might be a police officer, or you was or still is, or you a fraud and now you want to take the attention off you and put it on K Slay? I'm showing you the behavior of a fraud. Because if you had a feeling, and we know how K Slay get down, for those that know, If you feel like he might be mad at you, why would you put his business on Instagram, fool? And who are you to tell people to pray for them? And this is something I want to say about that too. This is something I wanted to say about that. Y'all notice how every time it's always somebody saying, pray for so-and-so, pray for them, pray. Half these people don't even pray for themselves. Half of these people are demonic, but everybody want to say pray for somebody. But don't you understand? I'm going to tell you something that I feel and I understand this. Don't you know for everybody you say pray for so-and-so, guess what? It's people that are also what? Pray on your downfall. So I don't need everybody praying for me. I don't need everybody knowing my business when I'm in a situation, because some people will what? Pray on your downfall. Because some of these people are demonic. Some of these people, they don't even pray for themselves. They're not even blessed within their own. They can't even get their own life right. But you always got clowns like Whack 100 that'll say something like this, talking about, I'm just doing this because we need to pray for him. You see, I'm showing you clout chasing. I'm showing you words of slander, right? Your grandmother used to pray for you. You feel me? When you was you know what I'm saying? Your mother used to pray for you. Your family that loved you used to pray for you. Make sure you were straight. When they went to church, when they was going to Bible, whatever it was, they actually prayed for you. They said your name with blessings. But now it's a slogan, it's a fad. Pray for so-and-so. But they do it for clout. I'm going to post it on Instagram, Facebook. I'm going to come on YouTube and say, pray for so-and-so. They're not doing too good right now. When I'm doing good, you don't pray for me. When I'm doing good, you only pray for me when I'm doing bad. Y'all see the fad? Y'all see the fraud behavior that goes on in the world now? So I don't need nobody praying for me. And like I said, a lot of these people, they already got demonic behavior. They have no good in them. They have no purity. They have no blessings within them to be praying for people. So my point is this. If you know K-Slate personally, and you know he might be mad at you for posting this information about him having C19, why would you post it? And why you going to put out there that not only does he have C19, he's been on a ventilator for 14 days, and he's not looking too good. What you did was you put him on blast. And you put everybody in his business. And let's keep it real. Praying for certain, all that talk about praying, but that's not going to change nothing. That's just you clout chasing. That's just how I see this whole situation. People wait till something vicious happen or a person is vulnerable or going through situations and they want to say pray for them. But these are the same people, when you needed them, they wasn't even there for you. When it comes to getting that clout and people hitting that like button and that heart, they want to do things for clout or for distractions. They want to use anybody with a name they could use to get some type of attention. That's what they're going to do. You need to be worried about the people in your own family. So my point is this. K-Slate allegedly has C19, and we would have not known until Whack 100 put it on Instagram. Because maybe K-Slate wanted to bounce back on his own and tell his own story. But no. Whack 100 want to put this man information out here. You ever seen when a lot of people so-called be on a ventilator or be in them situations and they always say, pray for so-and-so? What happened after they say that? Do not most of the time that person pass away after that? When they always say, pray for so-and-so? Am I tripping? Am I bugging? Y'all let me know. When somebody's going through a situation, they say, pray for so-and-so. Let's all pray. Don't 9 times out of 10, that person, they be gone after that. They don't even come back. See? Because some people do pray on your downfall. Or some time you got the wrong people praying in your corner. And these are the same people that came and pray for themselves. They don't even pray for themselves. They got no good in their heart. And they always talking about pray for so-and-so. You see what I'm saying? This is the bogus world we living in. But shout out to K-Slate. You know what I'm saying? He a strong dude. And I'm going to say I do want him to bounce back from this situation. You know what I'm saying? But I did not know that this story was broke by Whack 100 on Instagram. I didn't know that. I heard about it last night, but I didn't know he the one who broke the story. He probably said it all on Clubhouse too. Showing you this dude is a fraud because you don't know how his family feel about this. You don't know how K-Slate feel about this. You feel me? Everybody don't want everybody in their business because you know when you're in that hospital, information is confidential. You can't even go to the front desk and ask about a person at a hospital. What's going on with so-and-so? You can't do that. It's confidential information. So why would you take confidential information and put it on blast on Instagram? Because you work for them people, boy. You're down with them people, in my opinion. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But salute to K Slay. And I'm showing you how it's a lot of people disguised as managers. They disguised as entertainers, disguised as rappers. They disguised as YouTubers. But the whole time they work for the people. They in bed with the people. They get side checks from the people. And I'm showing you. You see people that want to be news reporters. Not news reporters. They want to be police reporters. We seeing people trying to do law enforcement work. Just take the test. If you got a good background, just take the test. Take the test, you know what I'm saying? Fill out the application and get the job. Because you ain't got to keep playing both sides in the middle. That's what I'm trying to tell a lot of these dudes, man. We seeing it again and again. Everybody want to be the master of information, but all they do is tell. A lot of y'all, when y'all was little, your mother told you about being tattletellers, and you're still tattletellers. You heard? That's how y'all get down. That's all I'm saying. These dudes, they be playing themselves. I'm just saying it. We got to look at this for what it is, man. Everybody want to be telling. That's why I'm telling you, if you got anything going on, personal information, you got to lay low with your business, man, because people will put you on blast just to get clout off you. We see this again and again. So we see some people that can't really get nowhere without keeping people name in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Now, entertainment is entertainment. Entertainment's public information. That's one thing. You know what I'm saying? When you giving a breakdown, you giving analytics, you know. But I'm talking about the ones that want that clout. I'm talking about the ones that want to be recognized as somebody. They always got somebody name in their mouth. And that's cool. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about for the ones that be telling. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about them. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. That's all. But Wack 100, he's a clown. And he is wrong, in my opinion, for putting K Slay on blast at his most lowest point. Because we know K Slay was a drama king, and K Slay had put hands on a lot of people, allegedly. It's all he already said. Everybody know that they grew up on K Slay. He has slapped up a lot of DJs. Mr. Slap Your Favorite DJ, you know what I'm saying? He has put in a lot of work in the music game. He's a very strong individual from Harlem. He's respected by a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? He might not want people to know he's sick right now. You know what I'm saying? And he on a ventilator. He might not want everybody to know that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. Because I'm going to say this too. You notice something when certain people, and like I said, this ain't about race, but when certain people of a certain, you know, background, they don't show them in their most lowest points. They don't do that. You see what I'm saying? My point is like, okay, we know Betty White just passed away. You ain't see Betty White in her last days before she passed. They ain't put that on blast. They probably been knew she was going to pass, but they ain't put it out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And many times, when they certain celebrities, they're not going to let you see them in their most weakest times. They want that image of the last time you see them to be a strength. So the family, a lot of times, even for their privacy, they'll keep it low key. And then after that person, if they pass, then they'll speak about it. But sometimes the people don't pass and they bounce back. You know what I'm saying? When you got people like him talking about pray for him, it's like you praying on his downfall. That's how I look at this. Because once you tell everybody he got enemies, ops, they going to pray for his downfall. You know what I'm saying? That's how this thing works, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Moving right along to this topic, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all heard about this topic by now. And they say it's been 8 children amongst the 12 dead following the Philadelphia fire. And I discovered more details in this situation that not only is it 8 children that, you know, that has passed away in this fire happened at a Philadelphia Housing Authority apartment. So for those I say in New York City, y'all know about how you got the projects, but you also got certain buildings that are owned by public housing as well. Y'all know that. They in Bed-Stuy, Harlem, Bronx, they all over New York. You got some buildings You know, they look like regular buildings, but they're owned by the city. This is the same situation in Philadelphia. That building we seen burning, that was a Philadelphia Housing Authority apartment. That wasn't just a regular apartment building. You know what I'm saying? And it was at the Fairmont Apartments in Philly. And they said it was 2 apartment units that burnt down like that. What we seen was 2 apartment units. And altogether, 4 adults and 8 juveniles have been confirmed killed in this tragic fire. Ages 2 to 33. Also, 8 people have been evacuated from the building. You know what I'm saying? And 2 of them were transported to Temple University Hospital. Man. So, out of all these buildings on the block, this particular building owned by the city got burnt up. They said the smoke detectors didn't work. And we know the smoke detectors are supposed to always be currently checked on. We saw the fire, and some of us just seeing straight flames. But out of this whole situation, 8 juveniles are gone. May they rest in peace. And 4 adults are gone. May they rest in peace. Sounded to me like 2 whole families got messed up in this whole situation. Ages 2 to 33. And like I said, out of all the buildings, this building just so happened to be owned by the city. So that's why I say, man, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And they still doing investigations on the situation, man. And they said it happened a little bit before 6 a.m., but definitely it was still dark outside. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully it was no foul play, because I don't see nobody cooking no food or leaving no stove on the way that fire was burning. I don't know. Somebody knocked over a candle, or I don't know. And I'm like, if it was okay, boom. If one crib caught on fire, I'm pretty sure the other crib had enough time to get up out of there. But all I'm saying is, what we know is 2 cribs have burnt down the flames, and 8 children have passed away, and 4 adults. And that's the only building it happened to, just so happened to be a public housing building. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said there's some weird stuff going on right now. And it's some weird stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Very weird. You know what I'm saying? Next topic. They say 4.5 million workers have quit their jobs since November. So we got to look at these numbers real quick. Out of 4.5 million, how many of them do we think went back to work or started their own business? Or is this 4.5 million without work? My point is, I just told y'all what's going on. You got 4.5 million workers that quit. Well, some of them workers don't know, it's 4.5 million people in the cut waiting to replace them. I just told y'all who it was. I just gave y'all hints. For every worker that quit in November, we can't say that they're going to be straight in the future by them quitting their job. We don't know that. But what we do know is it's some people here to replace them 4.5. And I also read a report how they also said that the numbers are starting to rise for jobs, because guess what? Every job is hiring right now. Everybody is hiring. You know why? Because a lot of people quit their job. A lot of people got unemployment, and it's a lot of people that don't want to get vaxxed. So therefore, the job market is actually booming right now. And that's why I'm trying to tell you, it's certain people in position to get these jobs. You also got a lot of young people that's taking these jobs, and guess what? It's a lot of young people making more money than older people now. Talking about 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24. They get more money than people in their 30s and 40s now. These are facts. Because a lot of the older people, they scared. They don't want to work. They want to chill. They want to do what they do. But the young people, they snatching these jobs up. And I've been seeing it myself. The young people, they get into the bag. Some, especially ones that's young, they ain't got no kids. They get into the bag and they stacking that money. I don't know if y'all heard that it was a study a couple months ago, and they was already talking about how millennials got their bag up. The average millennium, they did a survey on millennials, and they was already breaking down how a lot of millennials got a certain amount of money already in the bank, put up in the bank. You know, they don't want big houses no more. They want apartments. Basically, a lot of millennials are learning with less is more, and they get into the bag, and they got more money to play with and more money to put up. This is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But they said they did a study in November, which is the month of Thanksgiving. 4.5 million workers quit their job. Not fired, quit, just left. And we do know a lot of people didn't want to comply because that was the deadline month. Let's be real. A lot of people quit, and they got their own right to quit. What you got to understand, for everybody that quit their job, is somebody in the cut waiting to take their job. So maybe 4.5 million just gave a job away to a different 4.5 million, if you know what I'm talking about. The country is going through a transition. So what I'm trying to tell you is it's going to be a lot of poverty, but I'm showing you proof of how some people are actually putting themselves in poverty. That's why I said, man, if you got it all figured out and you got a plan of what you're going to do, I hope you got a farm, you're about to grow your own food. I hope you got your own land. You know what I'm saying? I hope you got your own work from home business. You know what I'm saying? If you got certain things in place, you good, you Gucci. But if you don't, and you out here freestyling, and you got a family, you just sit here quitting your job, and you ain't got a plan, I feel sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. What up, P? Grown man talk. I see you, bro. I see you slid in the building. You know what I'm saying? You know we're gonna keep this thing going. We got some real issues to talk about today. We got real issues. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to watch the money bag. Watch the money bag. The money bag going to tell you everything what's going on, man. A lot of people not keeping their eyes on the money bag, man. The bag going over their head, man. They getting caught up in this, caught up in that. The bag going right over your head. You know what I'm saying? I told you I was about to be the have against the have-nots. I'm telling you, if you ain't in position to get a bag, if you ain't in position, not just to get a bag, I'm talking about you got to have a currency flow. If you ain't got no currency flow in your direction, you might not make it out here. Your whole well might just dry up. You smell me? I'm not out here making up nothing. You got to be in position because for 4.5 million workers to quit, it was another 4.5 in position to take them jobs. And y'all got to know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones that came here, that's in the country chilling. You know what I'm saying? They complying with every single program they can comply with. They getting, you know what I'm saying? They getting that medicine in their arm. They getting them benefits. They staying in free Airbnbs right now, chilling, got their family ready, and they taking these jobs. They going to school, getting them degrees. They getting them trades. They come here to get every dollar they can get, and they here, and they're not playing. And it's multiple people. I'm not going to just, it's multiple people that's here right now in position to win. That's why I told you in your community, wherever you from, I don't care where you from, I guarantee you, you've been seeing some whole lot of new building going on. I know what I'm talking about. I don't care where you from, you've been seeing a whole lot of new building. And you've been seeing a lot of new jobs being put together. You see? I told you a lot of this coincide with that 1.2 trillion funds that been released that you didn't get, that you don't know nothing about. That 1.2 trillion that got released, it went to certain factions. Them bags is out here, and there's certain people in position to get their hands to that pot. Know what I'm saying? And then on the other hand, you got people out here snatching pocketbooks, breaking into cars and carjacking, because they ain't getting none of that 1.2 trillion. You heard? This real spit right here. And this is also under that topic. And this is for Brooklyn, New York. In Brooklyn, New York, a restaurant called the Sidecar, for those that know in Park Slope. They have been the latest casualty of the C-19 pandemic. The restaurant in Park Slope is beloved by neighbors for fried chicken, burgers, and refreshments. But after 15 years, Sidecar is joining the long list of restaurants that have become casualties of the pandemic. So this business that was around for 15 years functioning, it is now collapsing. And also, to break it down a little further, This same business, the owner, he said he already received the PPP money. He said it helped him stay afloat for most of the pandemic, but that bag ran out. They can't pay nobody. You know what I'm saying? And the owner says he realized the end was coming. You know what I'm saying? And he also launched a GoFundMe account to keep the business going. And he said that failed. It wasn't enough to pay the staff because when people couldn't come into business, it slowed up the money. Everybody couldn't make money off that grab and go situation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to order fried chicken. It ain't gonna taste the same. You know, people don't want to buy drinks that's gonna be watered down. My point is this: when they shut down these restaurants, it slowed up a lot of their bags. And now, guess what? You can't come back in the bag unless you got that CDC in the business, unless you got that CDC card on you. So that's been rocking all of their businesses. And out of 15 years, this man's collapsed. And another thing I'm gonna tell you with the PPP money, don't get it twisted. You got a lot of legitimate businesses that took that bag, and they owe that money back too, and their business is falling at the same time. So a lot of them businesses in debt. So that's why people like this business, the sidecar, the restaurant, they got to take it down because he ain't making it. He's swimming in his own debt. That's what I'm showing you. This has nothing to do with race. It's about the money. You know what I'm saying? But this man has not only took a PPP loan, he started a GoFundMe. Now, we know about people, you know, in the hood that's poor or messed up, they need a GoFundMe. But what a businessman got to do with a GoFundMe? Because he couldn't afford to pay his workers. And I'm gonna tell you something else. A lot of businesses like this, they had illegal workers. So when the CDC cracked down and said you need that card to work here, a lot of his workers probably had to go through the back door, and his business is folding right now. Remember that. All businesses that had illegal immigrants working, they lost their workers. And then on top of that, to come into business, you got to have a CDC card. So now you're losing customers. They took the PPP loan. Now they owe debt on top of their rent and bills and all that other stuff. So this is why a lot of businesses are going to collapse, and they are collapsing. Small businesses, not the corporations, not the city jobs, not the government jobs. They're going to be straight. The small businesses. Y'all remember through the past years, you kept hearing about small businesses on the rise. Get you a small business loan. You've seen all these small businesses pop up. Y'all seen it the past couple of years. But all those small businesses, they are now folding. And they in major debt. And this same man says he's going to change the name of his bar. He's going to change the name of the restaurant. He's going to turn it into a bar. He said he's going to be serving the drinks himself because he can't afford to pay no workers. So if this ain't a joke, I don't know what is a joke. You know what I'm saying? This was going on, man. This was going on. A restaurant that been open 15 years is folded. He done drained out the PPP money, started a GoFundMe, and he still can't make it. So what that tell you? The average person, they ain't got a chance unless they got a game plan. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got a chance. That's what's going on with that situation. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what else. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much stuff popping off at one time, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, this another thing. This another thing with the news. You know what I'm saying? This has got to do with Will and Jada Smith. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get them their credit. They are very smart. They are very crafty and cunning. But this what a lot of people did not know because I ain't know myself. Boom. All I'm gonna say is they had money invested. They had investors behind them. They had a company called the Westbrook Company, right? And they sold this company to two former Disney execs, you know what I'm saying? Executives by the name of Tom Staggs and Kevin Mayer. Right? Now check this out. It's gonna rock you right here. They got $60 million on the kickback for selling this company. Do whatever deal they worked out. I'm gonna clarify. They got $60 million on the kickback. And guess what they got the money for? Red Table Talk and that movie that just dropped, King Richard. So this is what I want to try to tell y'all. That whole time with that red table talk, all that drama, you got to remember, they turned up with red table talk been around, but they turned up with it during the pandemic. When they started that whole situation about what? I forgot. Y'all know what I'm talking about. With August Alsina, with that whole drama, him smashing Jada, and Will was with it, all this, That was all publicity stunts. Because now they have cashed out on this whole deal they had, and they're getting 60 mil on the back end, which is a 10% cut. Playing everybody on social media, Instagram, played everybody, cashed out 60 mil. Every topic they was having about, oh, Will and Jada, they this and that, they open relationship, all that was marketing and promotion. And he just dropped the movie King Richard, which is about Venus and Serena dad. Will just dropped that. But my point is the red table talk and King Richard got them a 60 million kickback on the back end. Now, I got to respect that. That's what you call hustling. That is hustling. Hustling. You did? Because they played everybody, had you thinking all this fake drama, August Alsina, all this and that, Will, Jada, they open relationship. They got 60 mil off putting that information out there, whether it was real or not. You see what I'm trying to show y'all? That's getting to a bag. That's hustling. But people was wrapped up in these topics, wrapped up in red table talk, gossiping, all type of behavior, and they got paid off it. Big dollars. And all they did was chill at the table and talk they smack. And had you thinking they was putting personal business out there, but the whole time, all that was scripted. That was scripted. You feel me? And Jada gave you that tea you wanted, or you thought you was getting. Did she not also use her Tupac life? Oh, Tupac, me and Tupac was this and that, and me and Tupac. Did she not use that at the red table? Of course she did. Cashed out 60 mil on the back end by 2 execs. And me and the bro was already talking about that. Like I said, if I do business, if I get a deal, I want a deal from some no-name brand cats. I don't want nobody putting me on. I don't want no deal from no so-called entertainer or some so-called rapper want to put me on. No. Because when we looking at this situation, a man named Tom Staggs and Kevin Mayer, you have no knowledge of who they are. But all you got to know is it was 600 mil involved in this situation. 600 milli, you heard? And they got 60 mil on the back end, and they got a 10% cut within this company that's been established. You dig? This is business, big money. That's what I be trying to tell people. It's about the big bag. It ain't about no couple of nothing. The couple of nothing ain't gonna change your life. So when dudes be talking about clout chasing and all that, you can't clout chase off a bum. I'm telling you that. You're not gonna get nowhere. You're not gonna get nowhere. You dig? Only way you're gonna get somewhere, sometimes you gotta exploit your own self. You can exploit your own life and get somewhere. What you think Will and Jada did? They exploited their own life, try to bring you into their bedroom. Whether it was truth or not, you was intrigued with their bedroom household stories, and they exploited themselves. And what she do? Then she always have her kids at the table, always talking about her kids and how this. She brought you into their life. That's how you gotta get a big bag, really. You feel me? Like the big YouTuber that exploited his life. He pimped himself, but I gotta give it to him. That was a hustle move. You can't get clout off of nobody else. You're going to get clout off yourself when it comes to getting money. That's why I tell you, a lot of these dudes that be gossiping and all that, you got to put your own story on blast if you really want to get money. That's all I'm saying. That's how this thing works. People want to know about you, your story, your lifestyle. That's how you get to the bag. But my point is this: Will and Jada got 60 mil on the back end for fabricating stories, whether it was true or not, finessing the people, and they got 60 mil on the background, you know what I'm saying, on the back end, and it mostly came from the publicity they was getting from Red Table Talk and King Richard. And we also don't get it twisted. Some people will pimp themselves for $1 and they don't even care. They don't have no shame. Let's be real. They'll do anything for $1. They also get on their knees. You feel me? Or they'll bend over. Let's be real, all right? And we know some dudes, they have done that. And they're proud of it too. Y'all know what time it is, man. But all I'm showing you is how everybody was thinking Will and Jada, oh, they stupid, they got an open relationship, this and that. Everybody had an opinion on them. But they took all that criticism to get that 60 million on the back end. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So like I said, man, you can't get clout off a lame. Ain't no lame gonna bring you no money. But you can get money off telling your own story. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's true or not. Why you think dudes be on here lying, talking about they caught all type of bodies? They put themselves in the story and then they let you figure out if it's real or not. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get paid, man. That's how they do, man. It's called finessing the people, man. Next, for those that just pulled up, let me make sure I ain't missing nothing, man, because I know people that pulled up. I got to go back. I got to backtrack. You know what I'm saying? 341 warrants have been issued in Memphis since December. A lot of people did not know this. See? And shout out to the individual that sent me this information that I checked up on in my Instagram box. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how many days have been there personally. I'm keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? I told you I got to step my Instagram game up because if you so much trash on Instagram, I don't be trying to be on it like that. I got a regular page. I got my 4N0FAME page, but it be so much trash and bad bitches. It just give me a headache sometimes. I'll be real. And sometimes you get so many emails, you get so many inboxes, you don't know what's real, you don't know. And then, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to step my game up. I promise y'all I will be on 4N0FAME Instagram very more often. I promise you that. But my point is, 341 arrests have been made in Memphis within the past couple of weeks since December, and none of you Inspector Gadget individuals, you didn't break the story. Because this is the actual story that led up to young Dolph alleged, the suspect that's alleged in his case being wanted right now. And the operation was called Operation Hide and Seek, which consisted of the U.S. Marshals, the Memphis Police Department, Crime Stoppers, and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations. They snatched up 341 dudes, men and women, on warrants, and they got to talking and telling, and somebody implemented this man's name in the case by the name of Justin Johnson. So I had to start out with that to let you know it's not like they just found young Dolph's alleged killer. And remember, he is a suspect. He is not the killer. It's not proven he's the killer. He's suspected of being the killer. You dig? But this information did not come out until they snatched up 341 people off the streets of Memphis. You dig? So like I said, this what led to the U.S. Marshals, the Memphis Police Department, Crime Stoppers, and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations. They have identified 23-year-old Justin Johnson as young Dolph murder suspect, allegedly, and have issued an arrest warrant, and he is also wanted for violating a suspended federal release. He was on supervised federal release on a weapons charge. See, I had to break that down. He was also, not only was he probably was wanted for the supervised federal release violation. And then when people got to talking, they threw that other charge in there with it. Either way, you know what I'm saying? He's on a run. He has not been arrested. So I hope nobody reported that he has been arrested, because he has not. He is on the run. You dig? He is on the run. He is not arrested, and he is a suspect. But he was issued, you know what I'm saying, an arrest warrant for violating suspended federal release on a weapons charge. The U.S. Marshals are offering up to $10,000. The Memphis Police Department and Crime Stoppers are offering $2,500. And the Bureau of Investigations is offering $2,500. Altogether, he got 15 bands on his head for somebody to tell on him and get that money. That's the situation he's in right now. He is currently on the run. Johnson is wanted for first-degree murder, criminal attempt, first-degree attempted murder, theft of property up to $10,000 to $60,000. This is what he's wanted for. A lot of these charges are alleged. The only charge that is guaranteed is he has a warrant for violating his suspended federal release. So basically, he was on federal probation, which I never really heard of, but he's wanted for that. So like I said, maybe he was locked up by the boys. He was supposed to come home and comply and do certain things. He ain't do it. Now they looking for him. You know what I'm saying? Because I never heard about, you know, this type of release he was on that charge. But I don't know. I'm not a detective. That's why I say I don't know. I'm gonna give a disclaimer. But one thing I do know, he's on the run. He has not been caught. He got 15 bags, 15 racks on his head. And a lot of people have been saying he's been arrested. A lot of people already been saying he is the killer. And we don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking nobody for their reports, but I'm just trying to show y'all how y'all got to do a better job when y'all giving these reports. And you can't just be jumping on stories just to get that little check. You know what I'm saying? Just to get that little bonus money. You can't be just giving these stories. Because for those that know from street behavior that been out there, y'all know a lot of time dudes will put something on you so they can get out of jail. You got dudes that want to get out of jail free card. They'll throw your name in something that you ain't got nothing to do with. You got ops, enemies that don't like you, that know your name, will throw your name in situations so they can get out of jail or to make you hot. These are situations that happen. So that's why I said the whole situation, he is a murder suspect. But I seen dudes saying he is the killer. And we know it was two people in the situation with masks on. So how do we know which one was which, who is who, and who's the other dude, and why he not on the run, why he not wanted? That's how I look at the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Either way, all this is alleged information, and they looking for Justin Johnson. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to post his picture up because he's still on the run. That's not my job. You heard? I'm just telling you the information. Boom. I also told y'all how Wack 100 recently posted on Instagram that DJ K Slade is currently in the hospital battling C19. And I told y'all, Wack 100 says, pray for my brother. It's not looking good. He might be mad at me for this, but he needs all the support he can get. He's fighting C19. He's just been put on a ventilator. Keep him in your prayers. And like I said, Wack 100, use a clown. Because if you felt like K-Slade would be mad at you, why are you still putting his business on the street? Why are you putting his business on Instagram? And why you always running your mouth about street information? But you never talk about what you got going on, like how you used to be down with law enforcement and you was a good rookie at the police academy. How you was a nice, trained, well rookie. And you look nice in your little uniform, but you don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about everything else. You want to talk about everything else with street activity, but you don't want to talk about your lifestyle. That's what I'm telling you. It's the dudes always want to talk about everybody else, but they don't talk about themselves. They want to diss everybody. They want to argue. They want to say he's a rat. He's this. He's that. Oh, he might be mad at me. Man, you sound like he's beyond a pillow talker. He need to have his own show called Lip Service. We know this dude gossip, run his mouth more than any female you ever knew in your whole life. This man bickers and argue more than any female you ever knew in your life. He run his mouth more than your baby mama, your mama. It don't matter. Your homeboy that be this dude stay running his mouth. Because my whole point is if we know that K Slayer is in his most messed up times, and I'm gonna say it again for those that didn't catch it earlier, K Slayer is a very strong dude. You understand? And some people don't want their business out there when they're not feeling too good or they're not in their best structure. You know what I'm saying? When they're not in their best light, their best strength. People don't want people to see them vulnerable. And remember, if his family didn't put it out there, if he didn't put it out there, I'm pretty sure K-Slade can get on his phone and put it out there. We've seen people put out there, they got C19. If they didn't put it out there, why you putting it out there? And why you putting it on Instagram? And then you had the nerve to say he might be mad at me, but you're going to do it anyway. Because you're a sucker. And guess what? You know you being exposed right now. I see a lot of people on your neck. And you trying to take the tension off yourself and put it on K-Slade. That's my opinion. A lot of you West Coast dudes, you always got something to say. I'm not talking about all West Coast dudes. I'm talking about the dudes in that circle that be like, yo, whack. Or I'm talking about the ones that be on whack meat all day. I'm talking about y'all. They got a lot to say, but your OG is a fraud. You heard? He is a fraud. And they already told you, for those who know about Death Row and Tupac in the Biggie situation, y'all already know they told you to your face, Death Row had police and agents on the payroll. They told you this. Now, was Wack 100 one of those on the payroll? Do we know that? I don't know. Allegedly. As far as I know, you could have been the one that helped take Death Row down the whole time. You heard? So I don't want to hear about none of that. I'm going to speak on something else. Did Tupac not say Jimmy Henchman had something to do with his situation? Huh? Did Whack 100 not cool with Jimmy Henchman? Did Jimmy Henchman not manage the game first? Next thing you know, Whack 100 was a game manager? Huh? All right, then. Don't play with me. I'm not a fool. I know my history, homie. I know my whole New York history from a child, a teenager. I come from a family of G's. You can't finesse me when it comes to no New York history, period. When it comes to those 5 boroughs, I cannot be tricked. But Whack 100 been down with Jimmy Henchman. Tupac told you about how Jimmy Henchman had his hands in the pot. Haitian Jack and them dudes. You heard about them dudes. You heard about their background, what they've been accused of. All of a sudden, Whack, you accused of the same thing, but y'all been in cahoots with each other. They been told you about the undercovers that was hanging around Death Row. We heard about how you've been ducking fades. I heard how you try to go back and forth with your OG from your hood. Everything you do is suspect, but you're always running your mouth. You know why? Because you can deceive the younger dudes. You can deceive the dudes that don't know no better. You also been deceiving older dudes that are groupies. You heard? But you can't fool me and you can't fool a real G because we already know what time it is on the east side. You heard? That's how we get down. We know what time it is. So you can keep running your mouth, keep doing what you do, Whack, but at the end of the day, you're a fraud and you have no business putting K-Slate information out there because you said yourself that you shouldn't be doing it and he probably going to be mad at you, but you did it anyway. You're the same clown that was proud to stick your chest out with 6ix9ine, and then you want to keep having arguments about a G and a civilian. And then at the same time, you want to throw a Pyru. I don't get it. I do not get it. I told you these dudes wear costumes, and he really is Whack 100 because he is Whack 100%. And I said it. He's a fraud, and that's all you really is. So that's why I'm trying to tell you. I don't know why y'all dudes don't go on Clubhouse and be cooking that boy. I don't know why y'all don't be banging on him because he is a fool, period. You know what I'm saying? He's a clown and he's a lame. And he hides. He's another one that likes to hide out. So I don't want to hear none of that talk he be talking. Explain how you and Jimmy Henchman was cool. Talk about your story, how you got the game from Jimmy Henchman. Go into that story. Then go into the story about how you was a young cop, allegedly, when you was down with Death Row. Let us know about how it went when you first got into training, when you first got that police uniform. That's what we want to know about. How good did you do it in a rookie academy? What was your first bust? How did you get your first arrest? Let us know that. Then let us know how you transitioned to the rap game and became a manager down with there, all this stuff. Come on now, who you fooling, bro? You never been a gangster on them streets. You never put no real work in. Your whole time you was an infiltrator. Let's be real. That's my opinion. I got my own opinion. You like to talk on everybody. Now I'm speaking on you, and the people want to know because we think you a fraud over here. We don't believe nothing you got to say. So argue about that topic and stop talking about K-Slate in the hospital. Stop talking about New York business because you's a coward. And we don't care if you don't respect nothing on the East Coast because guess what? We don't respect you. And one thing we know about this East Side, we do have certified gangsters over here and you ain't one of them. We know this for a fact. So let's keep it real. We want to know how you got your first arrest as a rookie. That's all we want to know. We don't want to know nothing else about no gangster talk. We want to know about your police career. And how did you become Pyru? That's all we want to know. If you ain't talking about that, you ain't talking about nothing. You can argue all day long. You can name drop all day long. You can keep distractions going all day long. But that's all we want to know. Because I never seen a manager that run his mouth so much. I could have sworn managers played the background and got to the bag, but you the only manager in history of the world that run his mouth more than a rapper. You always got something to say. And you've been destroying the internet since you've been on the internet it has been going down. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real. Maybe that manager money been slowing up and it ain't the same. But you outright did a deal with an individual that told on a bunch of people, and then you try to make it look cool, talking that civilian talk. But you're supposed to be Pyru or something like that. You're supposed to be gang, but you're gonna sit down with a dude that's so-called told on gang. I don't get it. And I ain't trying to figure it out. I'm gonna give a disclaimer because these dudes do be striking channels and telling, and that's all I got to say on that. You know what I'm saying? But Whack 100, you's a fraud. Just know that. And we seen the picture, Playboy, and we got the picture. So we don't want to hear about Jim Jones no more. We don't want to hear about none of that. You heard? That's all I'm saying. But I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. You did. If you didn't catch it, you take it from the beginning. I explained to y'all about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I told you about how Memphis had the secret indictment program called Operation Hide and Seek. You dig? With the Bureau of Investigation, the local Memphis Police Department, and the U.S. Marshals. And they also had Crime Stoppers, meaning people giving tips. But it's 15,000 on this boy head because guess what? We already know out of those 300 people that told, we know somebody was name dropping. We know somebody probably was freestyling, just giving up whatever information they can give up to get up out of there. Because Memphis is the home of First 48. That's all you got to know. So I'm going to say this for the last time. All this is alleged. Old boy has a warrant for his arrest. He has not been caught. And it's not a fact that he is the killer. He is suspected in the murder. And it was 2 people there. So why the other individual, who is he, and why they not looking for him too? That's all I'm saying. I want to know. I'm trying to learn something too. With that note, I'm about to be ghost up out of here. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Salute to the chat. Hunter Rizzle. What's good? Y'all already know what time it is, man. We lit this morning. We're going to have a good day today. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a good day. Valley Girl. What's up, Valley Girl? Valley Girl be on their neck. I be saying, when you see Valley Girl, some trouble going on. What up, Miss Playful? I see you here early. I was going there early. I know you in here somewhere. I saw you in the building. Y'all already know what time it is. That's right. G-Mac 914. What up, bro? Do your thing, Brody. You know what I'm saying? I see you a heavy supporter of a lot of people, bro, but guess what? I respect that. You always keep it 100 with me. I'm going to say that again. I don't care who nobody support. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who nobody support. As long as you keep it 100 with me, we cool. You know what I'm saying? We are cool. Know that. I'm not here to tell nobody who to watch it. I ain't with none of that. I just want y'all to know that. You know what I'm saying? Support is support. Also, like I say, salute the Wax Dog because he salute heavy. He salute a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? He show a lot of love and he support a lot of people. So I definitely want to say salute the Wax Dog because he's a very thorough dude. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Spot him, got him. What up, bro? I missed you earlier. You feel me when I was going in? That's the bro right there. That's family. Spot him, got him. What up? Go subscribe to Spot him, got him. Go subscribe to Wax Dog. You heard? You go subscribe to Miss Playful. You go subscribe to Grown Man Talk. That's what we do over here. We got a circuit. We don't care about no movement. None of that. Movements go down the drain. Movements run into brick walls. Eventually, movements go nowhere. It's the 4N0FAME Mafia. You heard? We ghosts. We work behind the scenes. We all over, though. You heard? Understand what's going on and shut your mouth. We slow grinding over here. It's called a slow grind. You on a fast pace to nowhere. You heard? Know that. We're going to see who's going to have longevity. We're going to see what this is about. We're going to see about this thing called a turtle in the hair. Y'all thought it was just a fairy tale. Salute to the bros and the sis. Y'all know how we do. What up, Angie Pooh? I see y'all, man. We solid over here. I told you that. We solid. We very solid. It's a small faction of thorough individuals that link up. That's how we rock over here. You heard? That's how we move. And I got the trolls on my side too. Yeah, I got the trolls, man. I call them the shooters. Rondell, what's up, sis? I missed you earlier too. I was getting busy. You know how I do. You go subscribe to Rondell's Unpopular Opinion. Everybody that I rock with, that I'm tied into, they do their own thing. They don't care about what nobody got to say about what they do. And they're not followers. You heard? They hold their own. So I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm the YouTuber, man. Don't worry about me. I'm okay. Trust me on that. And I got none but love for all my supporters because y'all always support and y'all be consistent and y'all hold me down. You feel me? Know that. That's all I got to say. Everybody, you can have 1,000 people cover the same topic, but guess what? Everybody ain't got the juice. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm just playing around with this right now. I ain't doing nothing but playing around. So you dudes keep thinking you doing the most. And you'll see it in the end, you ain't doing nothing. Period. You heard? All the bros and sis up there, we vibing right now. But like I said, man, this the 4N0FAME live episode 76. And I spoke about how 341 people from Memphis have been indicted, and that's how they got the telling, and that's how this individual is on the run for young Dolph's arrest. I don't feel like saying his name again. I'm not going to post his picture because that ain't my job. He got 15 racks on his head, and I'm pretty sure he going to have a lot of people trying to get that money. But guess what? I'm going to let them boys do their job. You feel me? Period. With that note, I'll catch y'all later tonight on Grown Man Talk, and I'm gonna be in the building. Y'all know I'm be sharing y'all content, and I'm gonna be spreading that love, and I'm gonna be keeping it 100. That's all I know how to do. You know what I'm saying? With that note, I'm up out of here. One.